New Mexico and Sacramento going head-to-head for the first time since October of 2019, which resulted in a playoff win for the Republic. Well, the boys in Old Glory Red hoping to showcase a similar performance tonight and remain unbeaten at home. Alongside former Republic midfielder Adam Moffitt, I'm Rob McAllister. Tonight's contest is brought to you by UC Davis Health. Republic earned a point Saturday versus Las Vegas, but the body language by the boys told you a much different story. Mark Briggs addressed his club on the field after the final whistle.
Point to point, we haven't lost, right? It's not going to be easy. The whole season, it's not going to be smooth. Teams are going to come here and they're going to bunker in and they're going to hit us on the counter. Yeah, tonight the ball didn't go in for us, but momentum, performance changed in the second half. Get your fucking heads up. We go again on Wednesday. We didn't lose, we got a point. It's a point in the direction we need to go. So get your heads off the floor, be positive. We've got another big game on Wednesday. All right, get our heads up. It didn't happen tonight, but we didn't lose. We come away with a point. Go and thank the fans. Get ourselves ready for Wednesday. Come on, let's go. Let's go, boys.
And Adam, your thoughts on Mark's message?
We've never questioned Mark Briggs' passion, and what he has this year is a squad that mirrors that. A home tie against a good Las Vegas team felt like a loss, and you could see that from the players. If they can use that passion here tonight, it's going to be a great bounce-back match and a chance for them to take the 3 points.
Two veteran squads going head-to-head. One you won't want to miss. New Mexico, Sacramento. Kickoff is coming up next.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
This is the look of a little girl with big dreams, but only one last hope. A girl whose organs were shutting down as she was growing up. A girl who finally found her spotlight when she found her specialist. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy. This is the look of a woman who fought cancer for years with no answers. A woman who bravely championed her own health and found a doctor who'd do the same. A woman whose ending was rewritten when she found remission. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
Welcome back to Sacramento. 86 degrees here just before kickoff between Republic and United. Let's get to our player matchup of the evening. And we're going to begin with the youngster, 17-year-old from Sacramento, Rafa Hadagi, making his first USL Championship start at home. Our matchup is brought to you by Western Health Advantage.
What an opportunity for the local teenager. It's his first home start. Third start in USL for him. He has a chance to really impress. The club love the ceiling that this kid has.
Incredible quality coming as a substitute against Las Vegas. Almost had the game-winning goal. They'd like to see if he can do that here tonight. Big family out here is well ready to support. How about this guy? One of the best in the USL midfield. He has been one that can be a handful for opponents. Justin Portillo, someone to keep an eye on, leads the league in chances created.
If you're leading the league in chances created, that means you're on the ball a lot, and that's what Sacramento has to do tonight to get some success, is to limit his opportunities on that ball.
Our starting 11, a change for Mark Briggs. Gonna go with 3 in the back. Dan Casey leads Desmond, Conor Donovan, You could look at this a 3-4-3, a 3-1-3-2. I mean, you could put this all over. What you have here, though, is three guys going to allow Duke, Lacroix, and Jacker really get up those flanks. And good news, Douglas Martinez back up top for Sacramento.
That is a good sign. He's the man that came in to score the goals this year, so having him starting is great, and it's going to be interesting to see Donovan, Desmond, Casey at the back.
Meanwhile, for New Mexico United, they will put three in the back, and the dangerous Chris Wien in the starting lineup came back to New Mexico midway through last year. He is dangerous, can almost be a maestro for this New Mexico side. They will be in the yellow kits tonight, heading to the south end of the field. Meanwhile, Sacramento in Old Glory Red headed toward the north bleachers. Ricardo Fierro checking his watch. It's about ready to go. And here we go from Hart Health Park in Sacramento, New Mexico, Sacramento Republic. Interesting, both teams deploying this three in the back, and we may see a little bit changes from New Mexico as well. Could potentially be maybe fours in the back. As Zach Prince said, you know, I'm not going to be married to any formation. What we're going to do is play our style. We're going to pressure. We're going to look in places to attack. And this is a team that has struggled scoring goals of late. 8 points on the year for New Mexico, but a club that has just not been able to really get goals in the back of the net. And that's been a problem for them and a reason why they don't have a victory in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a little rough patch early in the season for them, but it's new players coming in, and a good opportunity there for Zico Lewis. He saw the run of Douglas Martinez, and that's what he can bring coming into the game. But going back to New Mexico, they are a dangerous squad. They've got good players in there. It might take a little time to gel, similar to Sacramento.
Duke, Lacroix, Jacker, an incredible amount of coverage that they are able to do each and every match. You see them flying up the left and right side of the flanks. Jacker very aggressive. Duke Lacroix has even been more so this year compared to 2021. What can they bring you on the wings, and what kind of problems does that pose for New Mexico tonight?
It almost takes a tiny bit, and you see that ball. You see a lot of that tonight. Those guys can stay higher up. Duke Lacroix is called for the offside, but what it does with having the three at the back, it takes a little bit of that defensive responsibility off of them, so it allows them to get forward more. That doesn't mean they don't come back. They've got to constantly do that as well. They can't neglect those duties, but I mean, we see them going forward a lot. I think tonight's probably going to be even more so than we have seen so far.
Aggressive already. Rafa Hadegay, the 17-year-old academy product, getting his start here tonight, his first at Hart Health Park in his career. 7 goals for New Mexico on the season. Sacramento with 10. Republic had played one more match, and quite close in the standing as Conor Donovan comes in. How about Conor Donovan getting the start? He's been one of the best backline defenders in the league over the last couple of years. Comes over from OKC, started the year on an injury, but now into the lineup, and he is a big piece of why Mark can go in 3 in the back.
Fantastic that you have a guy like him you can bring into the squad, and unfortunate with an injury late in the preseason to miss the opener, but he's bided his time. I think his attitude's fantastic from what you hear. You know, he shows up every single day, make sure he's working. He's a team player, and he's getting his opportunity tonight. He's already scored a goal, so that's another added bonus they have, is 3 big guys coming up from the back.
Dan Casey got a goal on Saturday night against Las Vegas, the game tying goal to 1-1 draw. Lee Desmond, the only guy in the back now without a goal. You know his competitive nature. He's hoping to get one soon. Moving forward, Chris Wien, so dangerous in the open field, as Roro able to pick it clean from behind. Felipe, look at the spring Martinez forward. And we talked to Zach Prince, as something they were concerned about is they had to get in front of Douglas Martinez, as he's going to cause them a lot of issues. Meanwhile, on the other side, look at this, going for goal, and it just misframed. Danny Vidiello to get back quickly. And Tabor Itaka almost from midfield and just sailed away right, and it's remained scoreless in Sacramento in the 4th minute.
What a remarkable effort. That almost like Danny Vitiello got a little touch on this, but out of nothing. No one's expecting that, and he struck that so clean. Tough to see from the replay, but wow.
Our Citizens Bank replay make you a little nervous even watching it again, no doubt about it. So you have Rodrigo Lopez, you have Chris Wien. I'm really excited to see how those two match up here tonight, and we already saw how this could likely play out. Conor Donovan has to get back, heads it before Nico Brett can get there. Nico Brett, one of the most dangerous players in the Western Conference. 3 goals on the year, leads the team with 16 shots. A 29-year-old out of Jamaica could be a handful for that back 3 for Sacramento tonight. And already Dave Taka not afraid either. Kind of a 2-headed monster here for New Mexico.
It's going to be a handful for those 3, and the big concern is always where is Chris Wehan? We've seen him over the years with Reno, with Orange County, with New Mexico. He loves picking up those spots right between it would be Roro and Luis Felipe here and the back 3. So always got to know where he is. He's fantastic at finding those little holes as they come down the left side here.
Avuka credit plays in the crossfield, takes a deflection. Out comes Vidiello to 6, and he's able to take it away. Flag went up, may have been offside either way, but Danny Vidiello right there. Vidiello on the year, making his 6th start. Has allowed 5 goals, and another look at it. Quick touch. Tabor Itaka there again. Now the other way. Here's Douglas Martinez trying to fill some space. Here's Zico. Zico just outside the 18, going to take a big swing at it. Takes a deflection, back it goes, but offside was Duke Lacroix on that left side again. That flag has gone up quickly for Duke Lacroix. Left back, right back. These are 2 guys who are going to get up and try to see if they can make their way into the channels. Does that deter you when you start having the flag go up early?
You have to be a little more cautious, obviously, and you know the linesman's not afraid to put that up, but it's good to see. You want to be on that front foot. You run the risk of being offside every now and again, but it's the one that you're onside that really counts. So I think we've seen Douglas Martinez get in behind on the right-hand side twice, and it was good that Zico Lewis noticed that. And because if Douglas is your striker, he needs someone in the middle, and Zico Lewis was that option right there.
Zico Lewis, a little quick step, flip over the top. Jack Gurr brings it down. Jack Gurr, here's Douglas Martinez, and it's broken away by New Mexico. Good defending, able to recover just in the nick of time. As Douglas Martinez was running down hole and had one thing on his mind, and that was to score the game's first goal. Cross right back in, Hadegui there, as is Lacroix, headed away by New Mexico, and out comes sprinting is Harry Schwartz. Felipe into the attack, crossing this ball in, takes a deflection. Hadegui was right there on the doorstep, and Ford Parker watches it sail over the bar. Both goalkeepers now had a nervy moment early on in this game.
A few good balls in the box by the Republic there, and Rafa Hadegui did not know much about that. Comes off his left knee, but promising once again. Luis Felipe keeps the play alive, gets it out wide, and puts a dangerous ball in the box. That's what you want to see from the Republic early on.
Ford Parker at Albuquerque, getting his first USL Championship start of the season. Did start against Phoenix in the US Open Cup and the loss. And with injuries, they had to go to their bench. Cody Mizell was on loan from NYCFC, the former keeper. Got to start the last couple of games, but now Ford Parker in there. And the 25-year-old will get a key start on the road. This is a team with a 2-2-2 record, looking to get a big win or at least a point on the road. But a win would go really far for this team's confidence. And you talked to Zach Prince, and he said, you know, it's been around this league long enough. There's a lot of ups and downs, and you've got to weather them. And here's a turnover. Sacramento, Tabor Itaga, and right back goes Roro. Roro playing so much deeper here tonight. Zico Lewis can't track it down in time, and Will Seymour is there. And the ability for Roro to come get that ball is something New Mexico was concerned about, because he can almost bring it from box to box and make it a real threat. Here's Nico Brett now, just trying to find a bit of space as Lee Desmond marking. Lee Desmond gets a foot in there. Nico Brett stays with it. Goes to his right foot, dumps it back off. Here's a chance for Avuka. Avuka, the big swing deflected off Lee Desmond. He'll send this ball upfield, and nice ball for Douglas Martinez to try and handle.
Risky at the back there for New Mexico as that ball breaks up. It's Douglas Martinez. He's in a 1v1 situation there against Will Seymour, so they'll be a little bit careful there. And for the Republic, it's can they spring Douglas in those situations?
Will Seymour came in as a midfielder, more of a number 8, but Zach Prince decided to put him in the back, and he has been really happy with his performance. A 30-year-old out of Colorado Springs, giving them a real solid option to the back, especially with Kalen Ryden, who was out for 6 weeks of the season. He is back in the 18 tonight. But they stay with Yearwood, Seymour, and Tete. Republic 11 points, 3-2-2. 3 wins, 1 draw, and then 2 U.S. Open Cup wins here at Heart Health Park this year. It has been a fortress. Why has it become such a difficult place to play for opponents in 2022?
I think we spoke about it prior to the game. It's the passion. These players, they just have a little different air about them. They take pride in coming out here in front of these fans and getting the victory. And I think the momentum built through those first 3 games, and that's why we saw such disappointing faces after that tie at home, because they truly believe every single game here at home they should win. They expect to win, and they had opportunities to win. As Mark Briggs said, it's not going to be easy. So these guys know what it takes, and they really will want to get back on track here.
Tabor Itaka trying to get some space, deflected away. Out comes Vitiello to make the stop. New Mexico was waiting on the doorstep. Sam Hamilton about 2 feet away from making this quite interesting in the 11th minute.
Nice alert goalkeeping by Danny Vitiello as that ball drops down. He's straight on top of it, smothers it right before Swartz can get to it.
We've seen the 2 draws now against Las Vegas and Orange County. There's a mentality here, Adam, you talked about it. We saw that in the pregame. A draw to them is almost a loss, and you hear what Mark Briggs had to say, guys, it's a point. Not everything's going to go your way. You've got to get your heads up and keep moving forward and be okay with it sometimes. Good thing, bad thing. How is this is a team dynamic and a mental state of a team that obviously feels they want 3 points every time out, and they take losses or draws really hard.
Been in those situations as a player, and what you can't do is start pointing fingers and getting frustrated at each other. The ref's going to call that one back, but that's what you always got to be careful of, right? If the goals aren't coming in, pointing fingers at the forwards, having that togetherness that we've seen so far, knowing that what you're doing is the right thing and it will come to fruition at some point. So I think the players are fully bought into that. I know Mark Briggs is, and he's fully aware of the situation.
I think part of the frustration, 25 shots, 10 on target. Of course, a Dan Casey goal off a set piece, ultimately able to tie that match. But, you know, there was opportunity after opportunity late in that game, and overall the performance was really good. I mean, they got in attacking places. Mark said they got in place where they want them to be. And now Nico Brett trying to get in a good spot for New Mexico here. Turnovers plaguing early for Sacramento and allowing New Mexico to get a couple of opportunities in possession. Plays it back to Portillo. Hamilton at Evergreen, Colorado. Win. Playing this forward, Lee Desmond ahead to it. Here's a chance for Rafa Hadagi in the Republic to break. Quickly tucked down, look at Lee Desmond up. With 3 in the back, it allows him a little bit more space. A misplayed ball by Harry Schwartz. Out comes Lacroix, now an opportunity, and it's broken up by New Mexico one more time. Defensively, they've recovered well this evening. But both teams really turned the ball over quickly. It's almost a force of wills here. Roro trying to find a little bit of space, a little quick touch off the right side of the foot. Lacroix running in stride, peeling off as Martinez comes in. Lacroix trying a little bit of contact. Back goes Zico Lewis. He goes down. No call coming. Lewis is holding his right ankle, but Ricardo Fierro won't blow his whistle and play will resume.
That was good. Getting Duke Lacroix in behind. We see Zico Lewis is on the ground, but great run by him. And once he's driving at you, it's so hard to defend there, but it was a great job by Will Seymour. We spoke about him. He's not a natural centre back, but he's done fantastic there to slow down a guy like Duke Lacroix running at you. But that's the positions you'll see him more of tonight. Duke Lacroix, you'll see Jack Gurr in similar spots too. And it looks like Zico Lewis is back on his feet and ready to go.
Mark Briggs, his 3rd season, wearing the all-black outfit here on May the 4th, Star Wars night. Maybe trying to bring in his inner Darth Vader. See if a little nastiness.
It's on the dark side?
I guess so.
Wow. I'm not surprised at that.
You learn something new every day about people. Zico, quick first touch, able to take the contact, moving it forward. Still Douglas Martinez, peeling off. Ball sent in. Hadagi was there, cleared away by Tete. Good build-up and run. Love the curl out there from Douglas Martinez.
It is, but the issue once again is when he gets in those positions, there's no one in the box to put the ball in the back of the net. So Rafa Haragi has to bust a gut and get in that position where Douglas would be, and he has a tap in. Zico Lewis, great play by him in the turn, but we need someone in there. The Republic needs someone to get on the end of that. What a great ball it was, though.
Atlas disposal corner kick. Rodrigo Lopez in swinging ball into the sun. Maybe a bit hard for Ford Parker to deal with. The Republic can get a decent look on frame. This ball served back post, looking for an opportunity, cleared away by New Mexico. Here's Hadagi. Hadagi right back into the mix. Ford Parker will pick it up. And he's going to quickly get this out. New Mexico threading it through. Conor Donovan getting down low. Nico Brett was the opportunity in the front of the goal. They're going to play this right over the cross, and it's just hit the side. As Tabor Itaka went for goal instead. It'll be a goal kick coming for Sacramento. Well, after that game-winning PK from Roro in the third round of the U.S. Open Cup, the Indomitable Club will host rival Phoenix Rising in the round of 32 in the U.S. Open Cup. Kickoff is set for 7:30 on May 11th. Tickets are available now on the website. Never have faced Phoenix in the Open Cup, and a chance to go to the round of 16 where they would redraw. So even though the Sounders and San Jose could be in the mix, so could LAFC and others along the West Coast here. So a big opportunity in Sacramento. Could potentially host an MLS team should they get by Phoenix next Wednesday night on the 11th. So don't miss that one. Love the Open Cup too. It is just such a great opportunity for teams to burst on the scene. We've seen Cincinnati make runs, Rochester throughout previous years able to make nice runs onto a title.
Why not the Republic? Why not?
You saw San Antonio take down Austin. They have a good chance as well. Zico Lewis looking for a partner. Going to put that into space, a bit heavy, and out of play it goes. Last win for New Mexico, March 19th versus El Paso, a 2-1 victory. And it was Nico Brett and Tabor Itaka each with goals in that match. Jack Gurr, a little pressure on Yearwood. Ball playing forward. Tabor Itaka getting back. Conor Donovan. Wiswian, down goes Conor Donovan, showing his skill and why he's in the starting 11 tonight. He has made some nice recoveries, but still a little bit nerve-wracking as you see both of these clubs able to break each other down early. We don't usually see it this open, and these many chances being taken.
It's definitely a little cagey here in the opening 20 minutes. Neither team really stringing too many passes together, and I think that's just a sign of two teams who are, have that potential and just maybe haven't quite hit it yet, and just feeling each other up. But you just feel like at any moment, though, with the quality on the field, there could be a goal.
Vidiello has to wait, he has to head it, mistake. Nico Brett trying to get one through. Dan Casey there to save the day.
That one may not have been down to the quality on the field, as I was talking about, but Danny Vitiello just trying to grow as many inches as he could there. And fortunately for him, Dan Casey's fallen in back there, and it's a corner kick here for New Mexico.
Nico Brett, one of the most dangerous players in USL last couple of years. Led Birmingham in scoring the last 4 seasons. Having a good year so far, 3 goals for New Mexico. Portillo just slips. There seems to be a bit of an issue closer to the west side of the stands here. We saw Duke Lacroix slip, and now on a set piece, a rare mistake from Justin Portillo. And Sacramento catching not only 1 break, but 2 breaks now right in a row. And now the pressure coming from Tabor Itaka and the rest of the New Mexico side.
was going to say maybe a little icy, but 90 degrees here in Sacramento today, so that wasn't the issue.
First 90-degree day we've had all season. It's going to be a warm start to this match, but as you know, Adam, it always tends to cool down a bit. Feels pretty good here in the early May match. Tabor Itaka finding Nico Brett. Schwartz, the 24-year-old with 2 goals on the season as well. He's put himself in really good positions to get his club into an opportunity, and Luis Felipe had seen enough of the step over and pokes it out of play. $18 goals a season ago for Nico Brett. Comes to New Mexico, pairing with Chris Whean. 2 very dangerous players that could provide a spark here. Chance for this New Mexico team trying to get back to the playoffs. Missed it last year. 46 points was not good enough. Here's a chance. Yearwood, big swing. Down Casey goes. Low to the ground, able to break it up. It'll be a throw for Sacramento. Celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play with at selectsportamerica.com. Select, league's choice, player's choice. Hadagi playing it back. Looking for some hold-up play, a little quick header. Nick Zico. Roro finding Gurr in space. Duke Lacroix running. 4 in the box now. Little quick tap, and New Mexico able to break it up again was Will Seymour. And a corner kick for Sacramento, and Gurr is a bit frustrated himself. Knew he had a golden opportunity with Luis Martinez and Roro all making a run.
That's not like him, Jack Gurr. It's great position he found himself in. Roro sliding him through, and just a heavy touch. You don't usually see that for him, and you can see his disappointment, but it was a 3-on-1 situation. That's where if Sacramento can win that ball, spring it early, they can expose the back 3 here for New Mexico.
Well, with Conor Donovan, it does add some height to this Republic set piece. Zico Lewis short, quickly back in, trying to get it to Roro. Broken up. Turnover. Sacramento has been so good on set pieces, getting golden opportunities from Jack Gurr seemingly on a nightly basis. Look at Dan Casey showing his skill. Casey to the left foot will try to cross this ball in, and just up top, and Ford Parker has to get up in the air and get it. Maybe Dan Casey making a case he should be one of the attacking players.
Might be the only left-footed cross he'll do all season, to be honest. It wasn't too bad. A little too close to Ford Parker there, but it was a nice little give and go around the corner. A little nifty footwork by Dan Casey. Why not? Staking his claim. If they ever need a goal, get him up on the wing.
Notice Luis Felipe much more in that final third here than we've seen him for most of this season. Conor Donovan, 1 goal on the season, scored versus RGV. A fortunate last-minute goal by the Toros, getting the win. Gurr in some space, has Hadagi. Hadagi waiting for it, cut off again by Austin Yearwood. Yearwood, one of the best defenders for New Mexico a season ago, 67 clearances, 42 interceptions. They've got a veteran side with 26, 27, and 30-year-old back line. This is not a back line that's going to be easily taken advantage of. They have some big-time pedigree and some time spent together now, with Yearwood and Tente both spending 2021 here together. Lofted over the top, Rodrigo Lopez. Flag seems going up a little early. We'll learn from the best this summer at Republic FC Summer Camps and Clinics presented by Rayleigh's. With 10 camps across the region, there's something for every kid to enjoy. In addition to skills and lifelong memories, they'll take home a t-shirt, a ball, and a free ticket to an upcoming match. For more information, head to the website, Camps and Clinics. Who knows, your kid may be the next Rafa Hadagi.
Why not?
I know.
Republic's going to still be going strong.
Academy player and moves on. And got to start somewhere. It starts with the skills at a young age. Today, Conor Donovan waiting for it. Conor Donovan so strong, playing that ball through. Hadagi lets it go. It'll be a throw here for Harry Schwartz in New Mexico.
What we're seeing with both sides with the 3-5-2 formation, whatever you want to call it, but with the 3 at the back and then the 2 wing backs, what happens is if you take too long on the ball, it becomes a back 5, right? So that's why we're seeing teams trying to go a little bit quicker when they get it. And you'll see Sacramento right now, that as New Mexico build up, they get 5 bunkered in at the back. It's very hard to break down. Republic, what they have to do is if they do win the ball, they got to go quick. You don't want that back 5 to get settled. Those holes become a little bit smaller. The gaps are hard to find. So right here, this is your opportunity.
Turnover, ball from Roro. Can Dougie get there? Not in time, just skirting along this short Bermuda grass here tonight. Warmer day, put some water on it. It's going to harden up a little bit, and we're seeing it.
But that's what I'm talking about. You see the injection there from Rodrigo Lopez as soon as he wins the ball. And that's both sides as well. That's New Mexico. When they're winning it, can they find Nico Brett early? Can they find Preston up top?
Over the head of Lacroix. Seymour able to get there. Can Sacramento pounce on this mistake? Mark Briggs talked about how they're going to try to attack this, and they want to get inside those center backs, and they want to see if they can really stretch that back line out, give some spaces to run. Seen it a couple times now. What, in your opinion, is the best way to go about doing that and trying to stretch those guys out? Is it getting Dougie through the middle, or is it getting him off to the side?
I think him going to the side, obviously the center backs want to always keep an eye on him. So when he goes to the side, it pulls them out of that position, but you always have to have someone in the middle if that's the case. And that's got to be the awareness coming from Zico Lewis, from Rafa Haragi. Can I fill in for Douglas in these positions? But if he can pull them out of that spot, if you can pull Will Seymour out wide, it opens that big gap right in the middle.
Relentless pressure from Preston Tabor Itaka tonight. There's that slippery spot one more time. We saw Duke Lacroix slip there, and now Lee Desmond as well. There's some skid marks down there. Look at that.
Somebody's been doing donuts down there.
Yeah, I say donuts and peeling out. I don't know. Dan Casey playing this ball through, breaking it up is Yearwood. Right back to Gurr. Gurr looking for an opportunity. Gurr with a big swing, and it's denied the point of contact. And now looking to counter, New Mexico Republic will have to get back. Out to Harry Schwartz. 2019, he was Hartford Athletic Player of the Season. Limited time last year with New Mexico, 12 appearances. It's been Schwartz and Daniel Bruce playing along that right side early on in the season for Zach Prince's squad here. Lee Desmond not being picked up, allows Hadagi a little bit of room. Already you can see that 5 back, almost a 5-2-3 for New Mexico. Trying to cut this one through a long switch. As Avuka cutting this off for a Republic throw. Well, Zach Prince, 34 years of age, 150 appearances with Charleston Battery. He's been around the USL Championship for quite some time. Of course, won the title in 2012, and trying to bring his own style and build on what Troy Lessening was able to do the first 3 seasons in New Mexico. He's got a veteran team. Some of these guys almost same age. So as a guy close in age, how do you manage that? But obviously he's got the experience and wherewithal to show them that he does have the pedigree.
Yeah, I'm speaking to Zach Prince. He was so thorough and seems like a smart guy in that spot, and just how he wants to operate and being clear with his players and what he expects from them and the systems that they're going through. He's going to do great. You can just tell just how much passion he has for the game, and some growing pains early in the season. Jack Gurr once again.
Jack Gurr floating this one. Hadagi, Lacroix were there. And Lacroix will play it off of New Mexico. Quick throw in. Hadagi trying to shield and sent away. And Zach Prince giving credit to Mike Anheuser, who was 17 years at Charleston. He taught me how to win games in critical moments. He's almost had that champion attitude each and every day. And he's trying to impose that here with New Mexico.
Lee Desmond, nothing much in here. He just follows through with Harry Schwartz, and don't know if he got him in the nose.
Lee Desmond's going to get a talking to for Ricardo Fierro. So now Lee Desmond and Zach Prince having a conversation. And now there's some confusion of whether or not this should be Republic ball or New Mexico. And the crowd now letting Ricardo Fierro how they feel about the turn of events here, which left Harry Schwartz on the ground in a collision with Lee Desmond. So they're going to go through at least a review of Harry Schwartz before he's allowed to come right back into field to play. Desmond off of Douglas, came together with Hadagi. The spacing not correct there.
That's a couple times now that the ball's been played up to Douglas Martinez, and Rafa Haragi has to get in those supporting roles, so that ball can get dropped off to him, but almost clashing into him there. And we spoke, this is his first ever home match here for Rafa Haragi, so I know the nerves are there, but what a talent he is, and someone that this club really prizes, and they really look forward to getting him these opportunities and see how he grows.
And Casey left foot, pop up looking for Douglas Martinez. Backline able to get there again for New Mexico. How different is it coming off the bench? You almost showed no fear against Las Vegas. Yeah, it's different when you're starting. Can you almost put too much pressure on yourself as a youngster?
You definitely can, because I've done it. I've been in those situations, and coming into a game where it's like you're trying to get a winning goal. You know, there's not necessarily too much pressure, but starting a game and thinking about it all day is probably known for a day, and it can get nervy, and you get more experienced. Obviously, a guy like Roro, who's been doing it over 300 times, it becomes normal. But you got to go through these growing pains as a youngster, and he'll definitely learn from this experience tonight.
And Schwartz getting a little payback. Duke Lacroix goes down. The whistle comes in. Harry Schwartz a bit confused. But with Rafa Hadagi, the talent is clearly there, and just finding experience and different role for you. The less expectations you come in as a substitute, but as a starter, there's a bit more for you. But the youngster has shown that he has some incredible opportunities to add to this team here in 2022. Rodrigo Lopez here with a set piece. Again, the height in the back with Conor Donovan and others. This one floated up. Donovan trying to get there, undercut by Sam Hamilton, and not able to get a head on it. Will be a goal kick coming for New Mexico.
It's going to be such a threat, Conor Donovan. We saw it in the game he came in and scored in. But even there, Rodrigo Lopez, that's who he's looking for. It was a double team, ended up on Conor Donovan, that stops him from getting on the end of that set piece.
Felipe able to head this clear. Crystal Creamery, the freshest dairy from the Central Valley since 1901. Gurr playing this forward. They're just trying to spring something forward. Zico Lewis comes to it. Hadagi running the middle. Off to Douglas Martinez. Martinez waiting for a teammate. Blends the cross in. Broken up again. Roro waiting for it. Roro has to wait it on the hop. As New Mexico able to get back one more time.
Roro was waiting for that because he was planning on hitting that for sure, and he just saw the opposing player coming near him and had to decide, I'll just keep the ball here. But good play here, Sacramento getting out to the other side, exposing this side.
Duke Lacroix, mistake by New Mexico. Can Sacramento jump on it? Douglas Martinez coming together. Roro back, has a little bit of room here. Felipe at the point, back channel. Hadagi plays it back forward, crashing in is Jack Gurr. It's just over the bar, and a little bit of contact, and it will be a goal kick here for New Mexico, but quite close.
And the flag was up before that ball even. The linesman on that far side likes putting that flag up, puts it up. I think he says the ball's out of bounds with Rafa Haragi there. So it wouldn't have counted if Jack Gurr had put it in the back of the net. It did not look like that ball was out of bounds, though.
Ball played centrally. Republic have had the better possession of late. And off of Chris Wien. Well, congratulations to Chris Wien at the 26 minutes. He surpassed 10,000 minutes in USL Championship play. So now he's at 10,010 minutes. That's quick math there, Adam Moffat, but shows to the professionalism and quality of Chris Wien, the 28-year-old who has been a thorn in the side of the Republic for many years. Martinez out wide. Schwartz comes to cover. This ball sent in, and Ford Parker is able to get to it. And we'll try to spring Nico Brett.
Great ball that was for Ford Parker. Just straight away, Nico Brett says, put me in behind, and he delivered.
Wien back up to Portillo. Portillo, quiet night so far. Republic have done a nice job keeping the ball away from the 29-year-old midfielder from New Orleans.
Similar, as we spoke about before, Sacramento's bunkered in. So it's going to be really hard to break down here if you're doing your defensive duties properly. So Luis Felipe, again, I should mention, getting a lot higher up the field tonight. Roro's sitting a little deeper, and great defending by Republic, forcing that ball all the way back to the feet of Ford Parker.
Love this pressure, but Ford Parker has answered the call so far tonight. We've seen some great opposition goalkeeper. Tomas Romero came in, an MLS quality goalkeeper. And Danny Vidiello said, you know, it was interesting. You always want goalkeepers to play well, but he said, you know, not that well. You know, he said we kind of have a, you know, there's the goalkeeper union, as they call it. Flag goes up again. And he just said, you know, Tomas made some incredible saves, and Dami Villader had an opportunity. Hadagi had an opportunity. Cuello had a good look. And Tomas Romero was there, and that's why I think Mark Briggs was really keen on this team to say, keep your head up, keep going. We had some good luck. We were in positions to score, and it was a great night. 9 saves from Tomas Romero.
Yeah, what a great night, and gets his team a valuable point on the road, one that will continue their confidence for such a young squad, even though they were led mostly by the veteran Declan Keenan at the back. What a night he had, just turning back the clock.
Former Republic standout. And loved having him here in Sacramento. This ball's crossed to the middle. Nico Brett trying to get a foot to it. Hadagi lets this ball through, smartly done. Lets it overplay by Hamilton. Ball's through. Douglas Martinez trying to make a run. And took a shoulder that just skirted off a little bit. Good idea, though. You said move quickly, and that's been the key for Republic, getting a look on Ford Parker tonight. Wien, Schwartz down on the ground, able to pop back up. Going it through. Brett. Dan Casey will send this out of play. Possession about even between the two sides. As are the shots. 3 for Sacramento, 4 for New Mexico. Tebari playing this forward. Waiting for it, Hamilton. And Yearwood feeling a little bit of pressure from Zico Lewis.
New Mexico just have nowhere to go when that happens. We've seen it numerous occasions now. It goes all the way back to Fort Parker.
Join the charge for a clean power city at cleanpowercity.org. Jacker commenting on the season so far, and while the Republic do have 11 points, it is Gurr who said we need to be more ruthless in their box. He said we've been able to do a lot of things right. It's at the very end, that final, where he said we've just got to be tenacious, and it'll start coming our way. Duke Lacroix showed an athletic display along the close touch line. Roro, quick tap. Credit to New Mexico as well. They have not allowed Roro a lot of space to operate. It's been a frustrating evening for Portillo, Roro, and Chris Whean, who are so used to be able to just have their way with most midfield. Zico Lewis. This is the 4th meeting between these two sides. Republic with a 2-1 record. Look at Jack Gurr putting a little pressure on Parker. Last time they met was here on October 23rd, 2019, a 2-1 victory for Sacramento. Previous to that, it was New Mexico with a 2-1 win, and then Sacramento with a 3-0 victory down in Albuquerque. It's been a couple of years since we've seen New Mexico. Conor Donovan to it. Quick tap. Here's Whean, so dangerous. Going to go for goal. It's going to skirt to Danny Vitiello, who's able to scoop this thing up. But New Mexico looking for different points of attack. They've been able to score on set pieces, closer toward goal, but now we've seen Tavor Itaka and now Chris Whean both take chances from about 40 yards out.
That early one was the one that really looked like that was New Mexico taking the lead within the first few minutes.
Late foul on Luis Felipe. Nico Brett back through, and the flag goes up as a Cameroonian striker will be brought back. We saw Tabor with Las Vegas. He had 31 appearances, a couple seasons there, 8 goals, 3 assists. He's starting to have a breakout. 23, probably really starting to come into your own. You said that 21 to 24 is really that prime for a lot of guys. They athletically still young and can run for days, but they've mentally started to figure out the game a little bit. Was that for you as well, started to click at that time?
Probably about that age, 24, 25. You start establishing yourself, obviously. The nerves go away a little bit, not all the time, but you gain that experience. Rafa Hergy, it's only his 3rd ever start, right? You don't get experience from, the only way you get it is by playing games, and you start getting that if you're starting in there. You start getting that when you're 23, 24, and start making better decisions too.
Tabor Itaka puts another Danny Vitiello nervy moment.
Yeah, especially how slippy it is anytime you see the goalie coming out.
Duke Lacroix, beauty, flying into Zico Lewis. Zico Lewis, triple team. He's able to dribble out of it, plays it back forward for Roro. Roro, quick tap, looking for Duke Lacroix. It's just over the crossbar. Golden opportunity for Sacramento, and Duke Lacroix knew He missed a great chance to make this 1-0 here late in the first half of action.
That is what happens when Rodrigo Lopez is involved. You just see patience by Zico Lewis. Finds Roro, and what a pass that was to Duke Lacroix. The finishing touch, that's what Jack Gurr spoke about. Can they get that finishing touch? Because that is a glorious opportunity to take the lead heading into the half.
I know that Duke was trying to get that off quickly. I think he could have taken even another dribble and put that ball to the back of the net. Here's meanwhile, New Mexico quickly. Ovuka trying to test Vidiello again.
Might need to replace his divot on that one there. Looked like he got a big chunk of grass. I've done that numerous times.
Usually they give you a little sand and seed to fill in the divot.
Yeah, that's I kept some in my shorts.
1 minute stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh's Something Extra Rewards Program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com. Both teams with fantastic looks in the first 45. Conor Donovan, over his head it goes. Nico Brett in a dangerous position. Nico Brett bringing it down. Conor Donovan able to get a foot on it. Tabor Itaka going 1v1. Down goes the ball. Tipped away by Danny Vidiello. What a save from the veteran keeper. And what a post strike from New Mexico, but it remains scoreless here in the first half of play.
I think in 0-0 halftime, but New Mexico almost taking the lead. Good hands by Danny Vidiello. They're just pushing it out of danger.
Two great chances at the end for New Mexico and Sacramento. Neither able to find the back of the net, and it remains scoreless. Zico Lewis had some good looks as well. The attack flying for both teams early on here. You'd expect it to be a great second half, so you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned here as Republic, New Mexico, scoreless at the break.
This is the look of a boy who had no hope of walking. A boy who had his spine rebuilt before he was born. A boy who now stays on his feet and keeps mom on her toes. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy. This is the look of a little girl with big dreams, but only one last hope. A girl whose organs were shutting down as she was growing up. A girl who finally found her spotlight when she found her specialist. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
Modelo at the break, scoreless between Republic and United here. Sacramento, New Mexico, both with quality chances, neither able to take advantage. Well, a few weeks ago, Republic FC hosted Media Day to capture content to use, well, throughout the season, of course. Well, here's a behind-the-scenes look from our creative team's vision on Media Day. Take a look.
The objective for any type of media day is to basically capture all the photo content, video content that you need throughout the year. Obviously, it's a new season. We want it to be different, but that's why we kind of doubled down with the new look. It's like, you know, no matter what we're wearing, we're gonna be outside the box and we're gonna be creative and we're gonna look good. And that's kind of our jobs, is to make the team look and feel good as much as possible, and hopefully that leads to better play as well.
We wanted to do something a little bit different and bring a different feel to this media day than something we've done in the past. So we showed up early on day one. We got there, I think, midday, and we were there pretty much throughout the rest of the day, you know, setting up lighting, testing things, and a lot goes into it. There's so many different variables when you're, you know, lighting a set. We had a vision of what we wanted the shoot to look like. We would have something in mind, but a player might come over and do something a little bit different than what we were thinking, and it absolutely works.
The players brought a lot of their own type of style and personality to the shoot, which always is a help. It's our job to try and get as much out of them as possible. My rule of thumb is just have fun, and the group of guys that we have this year, as well as our staff, like it was a lot of fun.
What we set out to do, I think we accomplished. I hope that the team is happy with it, the fans are happy with it, the organization is happy with it. Everybody's input on it, it just set it to a higher level than we had ever expected.
Just from some of the results we've seen, I'm excited to show the fans what we did.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back to Sacramento, New Mexico, United Republic. All locked in a scoreless draw at the moment here. And of course, our halftime is brought to you by Modelo. Let's go around the league to our news and notes U.S. Open Cup, it's back, and round of 32 begins. A couple of teams from USL Championship will be definitely moving on. Sacramento, Phoenix getting together on May 11th. San Antonio's in the mix as well. Some really quality USL Championship teams. I think it's going to be in the Final 8, maybe Final 4.
Why not? 2022, let's bring it on. It would be fantastic to see a USL team advance that far, and they can definitely do it.
I agree. So, of course, USLW moving on to 11sports.com. You can catch them there. And a lot of great stuff around the league. ESPN2, USL Championship. You can find games throughout the season on ESPN. Here is our team of the week. Haji Berry, a man that will likely be on this list multiple times this year. Incredible, of course, the former Republic defender Mitch Chainer in San Antonio. Another fantastic week as they're one of the best teams in the league as now. And that is our USL Championship team of the week.
Yeah.
And here's our ESPN schedule coming up. The league will be featured on ESPN2, ESPN Deportes. Phoenix Rising, Tampa Bay, Monterey Bay, San Antonio, Detroit City, El Paso. El Paso really starting to put together. They're up in this one early on this Wednesday night.
Some good matchups there coming ahead, so keep an eye on those.
Fans enjoying halftime, ready to get this second half underway. Stats and highlights are next.
This is the look of a boy who had no hope of walking. A boy who had his spine rebuilt before he was born. A boy who now stays on his feet and keeps mom on her toes. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy. This is the look of a woman who fought cancer for years with no answers. A woman who bravely championed her own health and found a doctor who'd do the same. A woman whose ending was rewritten when she found remission. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
Modelo at the break. Sacramento United scoreless, but an entertaining first half of play out of Moffitt. Chances by both, nervous moments for both fan bases as Duke McQuad had some good looks, Nico Brett had a couple of good looks, and let's take a look. 4th minute in, early on, it was this man, number 19, Tabor Itaka. Why not? Man, about 3 feet left, and I think this is 1-0, 4 minutes in.
What a hit. I mean, really out of nothing, and just grazes the outside of that post. So it was a great opportunity, but the Republic weren't to be outdone. Luis Felipe keeps this one alive, and it's a good ball in the box. Right off the knee of Rafa Hargi. Did not know much about that one, but Luis Felipe, we've seen him get forward more. Expect more of that in the second half.
Love what he does. He has a dangerous foot, 5 goals this season ago, 19th minute. Ford Parker has been able to deliver a couple of really nice balls upfield to put pressure on Danny Vidiello. just a misstruck header by Nico Brett. And again, it could be another New Mexico goal. Dan Casey was there to clean it up. But wow, some
great chance for Nico Brett. One he usually puts away, and this was Rodrigo Lopez puts this ball in the back post. As I mentioned, the linesman did have that flag up there, so it would not have counted. But when Roro gets the ball at his feet, good things happen.
Duke McQuaw had another really good look late in that half, and there was another New Mexico right at the opportunity of the whistle. Neither able to break through. New Mexico 7 shots, Republic with 4. This could be the first game. Right now we're on pace. I don't think Republic have trailed in shots in an entire game this season. So something to look out for here as these two teams continue to battle it out. And it's interesting, the midfield seems so locked down between these two sides. It's really what's breaking down on that back line that's been the issue for either one of these teams. And so one of them are going to break through here likely in this game. It'd be hard to imagine it's going to stay 0-0 throughout the rest of these 45 minutes of play that we still have to go. Let's take a look at what we got going on for Sacramento on the road Mother's Day morning, 10 a.m. at New York Red Bulls 2. Adam and I will be on the call for that one. And then on May 18th at El Paso, that's a Wednesday night on the road. And then at Oakland 10 days later. U.S. Open Cup will be played on the 11th, potentially in between that as well. Then San Antonio back here on June 4th. So 3 road games for Sacramento in USL Championship play. Massive opportunity here to get 3 points before you go for a very long road trip. New Jersey, Texas, then back here in Northern California.
Yeah, that'll be a great opportunity for Sacramento, and out of those 3 games, they'll be looking to get their first road win for sure.
First 45 minutes, what did you see from Sacramento that you like?
When Rodrigo Lopez gets on the ball, we've seen the opportunities that he creates. Maybe trying to get him a little bit higher. He's sitting deeper. He's making sure he has an eye on Chris Wehan. He obviously has to do that. But once again, Douglas Martinez, he's stretching those back line. When he gets out wide, though, they need those runners in the box. They need Rafa Harrigan. They need Zico Lewis to get into the center.
Where was New Mexico successful?
We saw New Mexico when they went quick, when they put the ball in behind to Preston Tabarataka, or when they hit Nico Brett early as well.
Scoreless through 45 minutes. Rob McAllister, Adam Moffat with you on this Wednesday night USL Championship matchup, the first Wednesday game here at home for Sacramento. No changes for either side at the break, but each of these teams have some opportunities on the bench that could provide a spark. Jerome Kiesewetter, one for New Mexico, former Republic forward. On the bench, of course, Keiko, Dami Villader, Luther Archimed, all good options for Mark Briggs with Sacramento. So now Sacramento heading into the south part of the field. Just a very slight breeze tonight. And Ricardo Fierro is going to bring both players together. Interesting enough is these two teams, not a lot of history. This is just the 4th match between the sides as Avuka and Jack Kerr come together and settle things up. This is intense though tonight. There's a little, I wouldn't say chippiness, but there's definitely an intensity to it that I don't think you'd expect after just 3 matches. But both teams very competitive, both veteran-laden squads, and maybe that's the reason.
I feel like it has been, again, not many matches in the history of this matchup, but there always has been a little bit there, and I don't know if it's New Mexico's a good fan base, Sacramento's a good fan base, and it's an organization that's ambitious, so they have those similarities, and both have aspirations of going for championships, so they might not have played too many games, but I remember everyone I've watched that there's definitely been a little bit of tension there, and that's continuing through tonight.
Avuka finding Dan Casey, trying to spring Douglas Martinez forward. Rafa Hadagi slipping and falling. And a foul in the open field as Sam Hamilton goes down. Almost this is like the danger zone here, right in front of the Republic bench. Both teams have had a hard time staying up. Republic FC mobile app is your home on match day with updated features including easier navigation, in-app entertainment, and live stats. Download today at the App Store or Google Play Store. Through ball, Wien peeling off to the left. Ovuka trying to cross this one a bit high just beyond the box, tipping it over to Wayne. Wayne with a header, gets a little collision. No foul coming. But smart move from the 28-year-old out of Orange, California to try to draw some contact.
Yeah, it was a good combination. Ball comes in to Nico Brett and he just flicks it around the corner. Nothing in there. Dan Casey puts his hands up.
And now a build up here on the other end is Ford Parker. And a foul, as a yellow card is awarded to Austin Yearwood. The game's first as Sacramento was on the break. Douglas Martinez flying toward Ford Parker. And a set piece for Sacramento.
And that was Duke Lacroix driving forward. And usually when he gets on the other side of you, you get two options. Try and catch him, you probably won't, or foul him. And that was the option that was taken right there. It put Sacramento on a good spot. Another free kick with this man over the ball.
And Douglas Martinez running right in front of Duke there. And it could have been the game's first. Meanwhile, here we go. We'll try with Rodrigo Lopez, one of the game's best in set pieces. Low driven ball back to Zico. Zico brings it down with his right foot off the face of Rashid Tete. And unintentional there. And Tete will see some medical help. And an unfortunate ball coming from Zico Lewis. And it appears now officially that yellow card was handed to Harry Swartz.
Yeah, he's got to be careful the rest of the match, and with how slippy it is out there as well, you got to stay on your feet. It was a good set piece by Sacramento. They've kind of isolated Zico Lewis here on the back post, and unfortunately for Rashid Tete, it just hits him right in the face.
That was a scream too.
Yeah, it's never fun getting hit in the head, especially with a soccer ball with a lot of power on there.
He's a 2019 New Mexico United Rookie of the Year. Has been with the club ever since. And now Zach Prince may have a decision to make here if Tete cannot continue. You're checking probably for concussion protocols here. Want to check his neck as well. As a lot of times you get in the face, it's just a little bit of a whiplash that you can deal with, and it doesn't look as violent a lot of times, and sometimes it can be worse. So Tete is up and standing on his own, and they're probably going to walk him off the side. He's walking a bit gingerly though, and Roro going to check on him.
Yeah, it's good to see he's walking off on his own accord, but it's just a scary one, and I'm glad there is more awareness on these things these days. And
Tete might be coming out. Kalen Ryden is up. Meanwhile, it'll be a corner kick here. Atlas disposal. Zico Lewis, Rodrigo Lopez, both await. 10 men on the field for New Mexico after the injury. We've done a lot of different looks for Sacramento on set pieces. Number 2, Jack Gurr, one of the most dangerous in these positions here, awaits just beyond. Quickly to Roro, back to Zico, has a little bit of room. Gonna cross this one and try to get it through the wickets. Right back to Roro, another good look, and the flag is up.
There's no need for the flag to be up in that situation. It doesn't affect the play, and
I think he looked at Douglas Martinez, and I'm not sure.
And it may have been offside, but it doesn't have any effect on the play. So that should just continue at that point.
Well, the ball was also deflected in a way that no one had possession of it quite yet, so I'm not quite sure why the flag would go up in that situation. Tough opportunity there for Sacramento, who had a really good look. As Zico Lewis almost puts it through the defense of New Mexico. Dan Casey able to get there just before it goes out of play. Yearwood for it, Jack Gurr. Rodrigo Lopez. Douglas Martinez, high kick. Rafa, back to Dougie. And the high boot comes in, but a foul first on New Mexico's Justin Portillo. Hot off the press, grab the latest threads for the Republic Team Store. Shop hoodies, t-shirts, headwear, and more for the 2022 season. Sometimes warm starts, but cooler evenings. You can shop online before you come out to a game. Chris Wien hovering, Felipe, little push off, Republic trying to start in a hurry. Jack Gurr whipping this ball in, center play, header by Dan Casey, and it's over the bar. Good play there, Sacramento moving quick. Goal kick here for New Mexico.
Yeah, Republic realizing Jack Gurr had a ton of space out wide, no one was stepping out to him, and he's put a good ball in the box as Roro feeds it to him. It's going to be hard to score from there, Dan Casey, good connection, but just can't keep that ball down.
Dan Casey with the goal against Las Vegas. Conor Donovan slipping there. Earned Casey a spot on the best 18 of last week. Jack Gurr battling, going forward. Good defending again by Yearwood to play this ball back in the midfield to Sam Hamilton. Turnover. Little three-man game here. Roro back through. Hamilton taking it away, trying to play this ball up front, and it'll roll softly to Vidiello. Both midfields just causing all kinds of ruckus for each other. It's fun to watch. And you can see the players getting frustrated. They just, neither one can really get something going. It's almost a quick chance. It's been the best look for either side. Ovuka being double teamed. Zika Lewis, Jack Gurr slipping. Here's a cutoff here. Rafa Hadegi looks up, has Douglas Martinez, stays up on his feet. Zico switching the field into play. Here comes Duke Lacroix. Lacroix off to Dougie. Dougie, this ball's deflected out of play, and a corner kick should be coming for Sacramento, and it does. Another strong buildup from the Republic off the turnover.
Good play, Zico Lewis. He was swift in getting Duke Lacroix involved, and that's where these opportunities are coming from. Winning the ball, if it's a turnover, getting forward quickly. Another corner kick. Again, with the likes of Conor Donovan up there, Luis Felipe, Lee Desmond, Dan Casey. Give these guys a chance. Give them a chance to go attack it.
Crowd's trying to get into it. A bullet coming in from Rodrigo Lopez. Hadegi with a quick touch, and this ball sent up the field, and Duke Lacroix will need to track this down. And Kalen Ryden will be coming into the match for Zach Prince's side. And Christian Nava, the 18-year-old academy player, also may be making an appearance in this match. The game's first substitutions come 56 minutes in. Zico, a little nifty touch here. Dougie, Zico run the center trail. Pressure came from behind. Yearwood has had a fantastic evening so far, breaking up plays from behind and when needed. I'm not quite sure why so many players are slipping. I don't think I've ever seen this here in dry weather at Hard Health Park.
Yeah, definitely a lot of players, and you can see they're very wary when they're going in for things or when they're sliding those passes through.
Beautiful ball, just a bit heavy of a touch, and it'll sail away to goal kick and will allow for the first changes of the evening. And Rashid today will be replaced by Kalen Ryden, as a Ryden, the Oklahoma native, defensive player of the year for this New Mexico side. So a big loss when he was out for the last couple of weeks, but he is back in here, and a good sign for Zach Prince of this New Mexico team as they'll make a defensive substitution here. Meanwhile, Christian Nava, who made his first professional start against San Antonio on the 23rd of April, will come into the game as well. Back to Vidiello, pressure coming. Ball up the spine it goes. So Tabor, Itaka, and Rashid Ta'e are both out of this match as Ryden and Nava come in for New Mexico. A couple of changes likely for Mark Briggs as well. Ball lifted. Yearwood heading it forward. So Zika Lewis having a pretty good night, and he really started to find his rhythm last week. We saw him sort of in a breakout performance. And Mark said they had a nice conversation with him and wanted to let him know he feels valued. They wanted to get him fully fit and ready to go and didn't want to put any kind of a strain on him as he tries to work into full fitness. Look at this combination here from Rodrigo Lopez trying to stave off the youngster. Nava plays it, and Yearwood again has come up big from that back line.
It was a big touch by Yearwood, because if that ball goes past him, Douglas Martinez is streaking through on goal. And again, it's Rodrigo Lopez. Once he gets forward, once he gets driving with that ball, he's always looking for that dangerous pass, and he can execute it as well.
Over the top, Conor Donovan, Nico Brett, Vitiello has to come back in to the box to pick up this one. How about Rodrigo Lopez? The year he is having and the way that he is impacting each match is really something special to watch.
His leadership is so evident on the field, and just willingness to lead by example. His work rate, we spoke about it in preseason. We saw him, and he's up there running with these guys. Rafa Harrigi's half his age. You know, he's leading by example, and that's why he's having success.
Nico Brett playing it off. Nava quickly back in. Rodrigo Lopez on the outside boot, playing this one to Hadagi. Hadagi back to Roro. Zico Lewis on the under. Dougie trying to keep this ball in play, plays it forward. Jack Kerr streaking into the channel. A collision, stays on his feet, and Kalen Ryden comes back to make the play. Time and time again tonight, New Mexico's back line has come up big to stave off an attack from Sacramento going against Ford Parker.
Good play by the Republic. Jack Kerr was the one breaking through in the end, and it was a great recovery by Kalen Ryden just coming into the match. Are you ready? And he was at that point.
So Matt LaGrassa into the match for Zico Lewis, and Zico Lewis unfortunately still being put on some minute restrictions as they try to get him fully fit. So LaGrassa comes in, and so does Luther Archimed in for Douglas Martinez, who was also dealing with an ankle injury a couple of weeks ago. Now it's Rodrigo Lopez trying to get it to Hadagi. Goal kick for New Mexico. Don't miss a minute of the action of 2022. The club is on the road or at home, catching nearly every second of USL Championship on ESPN+, the home of USL, MLS, La Liga, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. "60 minutes in here, Adam, so 30 or so to go. Luther Archimed, some fresh legs. Roro moves up. Sacramento going almost to a 5-2-2-1. This is a box that we've seen this a little bit tonight. Still allows Gurr and Lacroix to get into the attack. I think your recipe is more Rodrigo Lopez in the midfield.
It is more getting him on that ball higher up. And Zach Prince will be fully aware right now. He'll be telling his back line, always keep an eye where he's at. He's always looking to get on that ball, and that's one of his skills. On the ball, yes, but you got to work to get on it too, and he's so clever in his movement. And he wins it right here, and this is where you want him.
Lacroix streaking into the channel. Pressure from Nava behind for Roro. Roro will fill in. Matt LaGrassa back from injury as well. Former Nashville standout. Luis Felipe stays on side, being held in stride. Here comes Lacroix. Lacroix to the middle it goes. Archimed was waiting. It's cleared away by New Mexico. Felipe. Good tackle from the youngster Christian Nava. And a foul right back from Felipe, and a set piece here for, excuse me, a free kick for this New Mexico team. Republic in the Open Cup took down Central Valley 2-1 on a PK goal by Rodrigo Lopez in stoppage time. And this Republic team will take on Phoenix Rising. And it was this Rising team that beat New Mexico twice in a week. One in USL Championship play, one in US Open Cup play. And the man Greg Hurst is probably a curse word in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Both game winners in the same week for Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, they won't want to see him again. Phoenix Rising, obviously, they had big boots to fill with the departure of Solomon Asante, but they've got some good pieces in, and they're a dangerous team, and really looking forward to see that Open Cup match. That's going to be, it's going to be a fun one.
So be guaranteed 3 times at least this Republic team will see Phoenix. This ball played forward. Archimed gave up on the run, trying to stay on side. We've seen some good runs for Sacramento. 2017 defeated RSL in the 4th round and took on LA Galaxy in the round of 16, fell 2-0, and then in 2018 take down Seattle Sounders here, and they go on to beat, or to lose to LAFC. So Republic seeing if they can get past the round. Flag stays down for Nico Brett, who comes back to it. Dumps it off to Wien. Wien looking for a strike. Wien into the gut of Vidiello. As Vidiello just backpedaling a bit. Recovery by Sacramento's back line. And Chris Wien, who's had goals against this Republic team throughout the years, nearly makes it another. Good stop by Vidiello. Another save for Sacramento. There's the 3rd shot on goal tonight for New Mexico. Vidiello trying to spring Archimed. Last time Sacramento saw Chris Wien, it was a game winner on May 23rd while he was with OCSC before being transferred to New Mexico halfway through last year. That was a 1-0 victory for OCSC at the time. A big pickup for this New Mexico team, who saw Chris Wien score 10 goals after joining the club midway through the year. Christian Nava all over the place. Rodrigo Lopez in space. Hadegi to his right. Gurr waits for it. Gurr's got an opportunity. Right back to the middle. Nearly an own goal. Dangerous play coming as sliding through was New Mexico's back line. It appears to be Will Seymour, who got down low on it. And Republic nearly a gift. And substitutions now for Mark Briggs' side and Zach Prince. And a dangerous winger in Daniel Bruce awaits to enter this game for New Mexico United. Meanwhile, a good set piece opportunity for Sacramento Republic. 66 minutes gone by, still no goals between New Mexico and Sacramento. We knew it was going to be a grind. Both these midfields have put the other in a difficult position. Some good looks for both on quick counters, but none have gotten past Parker or Vidiello tonight.
The big one for Sacramento is still yet to test for Parker. Yet to get a shot on target. This is a good opportunity right here. Dan Casey, Rodrigo Lopez having a little chat.
So Harry Schwartz is out and Daniel Bruce is in. 2 assists on the season. 30 appearances, 19 starts a season ago. Rodrigo Lopez on a set piece corner here. Ball driven well. A bit low, and now Sacramento's Hadegi gets to get it right back to Roro. Republic trying to get back on side. Roro with the left foot. This ball's coming in. And it bounces around before Lee Desmond's able to get to it. Back to Roro again. They'll reset. Hadagi on the underlap. This ball's right off the chest of Avuka. And a throw for Republic as they keep possession. Little two-man game, splitting through. Rodrigo Lopez is pushed down, trying to use his body. Good idea. We saw it in 2014. He was able to draw a penalty. But Justin Portillo not called there as Ricardo Fierro telling Roro to get up. And they'll play on.
Nice low combination by the youngster and the veteran right there. And you see Rodrigo, he's trying to just cut back across. Body's in his way. Seen them giving his free kicks before, and I'm sure Roro has, but not on this occasion.
Seven goals for New Mexico, 10 for Republic. Interesting enough for New Mexico, 4 of those goals have been headed, while Republic have none.
None.
A few more substitutes for Sacramento coming along the way.
With the height of Luther Archimed up there, it won't be long until that that changes. We've seen him several opportunities with his head so far, and he'll be wanting to get going here soon.
And with this substitution, and now a word from our sponsor at the Office of Traffic Safety.
So you're out for a drink. Before that drink turns to drinks, make a plan to get home safe. Just call a friend, a cab, or get a ride share. Whatever you do, don't let drunk drive. Go safely, California.
Rafa Hadagi out. Dami Villader in. Emil Cuello in. And Duke Lacroix coming out as well. So Cuello, Villader, what do they bring to the match here in the 70th minute?
A little energy, you know, some tired legs out there. Good shift by Rafa Haragi. Won't be the last time we hear his name. Duke Lacroix, he was dangerous when he was on the field. Dami Villader, he can come in and have that impact. Ooh.
Flag stayed down. But Christian Nava, 18 years of age, definitely not the biggest player on the pitch, but he's made his presence known, quite physical. And been impressed so far from the youngster. Back and forth it goes. Bruce playing it back, trying to spring something forward here. A little misplay. Out comes Daniel Bruce again. The Englishman looking to serve this ball in just inside the 18. This one goes low. Stopped by Vidiello. They have to get down to low as goes. Conor Donovan right back again is Bruce. Portillo back post waiting for it. Wien goes up in the air and it sails away. Avuka going against Gurr. Gurr trying to stay low. This ball will sail out of play. And you can breathe a sigh of relief. Good possession by New Mexico.
You can see why Daniel Bruce has been such a threat for New Mexico this year. He just gets in those 1v1 situations and put a great ball across the goal. Vitiello a little fortunate. Conor Donovan was there to clear the danger. These substitutes, this is an opportunity for them to come in, prove a point. They want to start games, and we see Daniel Bruce right there. He probably wasn't happy he didn't start. Sacramento is Emil Cuello, Dami Villader. It's their opportunity as well. So they have 20 minutes, put the work in. One of those guys could be the game changer here.
There's been opportunities tonight. There's no doubt about it. Who will be the hero in this Wednesday matchup between two clubs with playoff aspirations? Ball served up, Archimed. Villader with an underlapping run. And the poke away would mean a throw for Sacramento. Rodrigo Lopez. The Spaniard Villader bursting on the scene. A wondrous goal coming from an assist from Dan Casey down in Orange County. Maybe one of the best combinations we see all season.
Yeah, how quickly that was as well. You know, it was his first ever touch for the Republican League play. You know,
3 minutes in, too.
3 minutes in, round the goalie, tap it in. Don't usually have debuts like that, but I know that's one he's looking to build on this year.
Ovuka angling in, sends this ball across. Quayle not able to keep it. Back to Ovuka again, right foot. No shame, he's just gonna go for it, why not?
Well, why not, 0-0?
Well, select the matches you want with a new Flex Pack. Choose how you use the vouchers, whether you want to bring 2 people out to 4 matches or 8 out to 1. The choice is yours. For more information to steer your tickets, SacRepublicFC.com Flex Pack. Roro trying to keep possession. Felipe able to do so. Look at this. Working. 3 running forward. Ball served in. Here's Emil Quayle peeling away. Jack Kerr here. Come resist. Jack Kerr curling ball in. Back for Matt LaGrassa. LaGrassa's going to give it a ride. Ford Parker in the right place. Comes up with a big time save and keeps it level. Love the composure from Matt LaGrassa, the Elk Grove native. Roro, Villader. And Villader will concede the foul. Matt LaGrassa, your thoughts?
What a hit. The technique from Matt LaGrassa. You know, he knows he has time and space, and he, as that ball drops to him, just pops it up for himself. What a hit. I mean, 2 feet either side there, and that's right in the top corner. There's no chance that Ford Parker's keeping that up. You don't hit them that well often, so Matt LaGrassa will be a little disappointed it goes straight in the hands of the goalie.
It was dipping right under that bar too. Perfect spin. Of course, Matt LaGrassa coming back home, grew up in Elk Grove. Last 4 seasons with Nashville. Does have a goal this season, U.S. Open Cup play. And was injured in training a couple of weeks ago, but he's back on the field tonight for Mark Briggs' club. So a match on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for Sacramento in New Jersey. Meanwhile, New Mexico will have their home match against San Diego on the 7th. Cuello trying to turn the corner. Ovuka misplayed it. And that should be a corner kick. Sacramento catching a break here. Can they do something with it?
Well done, Emil Cuello. It looked like the play had gotten away from him, but he applies that pressure on Ovuka. Once again, another set piece for Republic.
Crowd stomping their feet, misstruck by Rodrigo Lopez. We saw earlier Portillo slip, and Rodrigo Lopez does the same thing.
The flag goes up by the linesman. It was right next to Rodrigo Lopez. I think he said the ball went out of bounds and came back in. Yep, slippy conditions out there. We need to put some signs. Slippery when wet. Is that the signs we put out there?
Yellow, little A-frame.
Yeah. Chuck a bunch out there.
And I'm not quite sure why. Ovuka. Daniel Bruce. Assuming that was the Nava. Look at Jack Kerr, just so athletic. Constantly running, and talking to Mark Briggs, and Duke Lacroix is out of the match now, but he said he's never coached a team where he's seen so many players cover so many miles at the pace that they're covering it. It's simply fantastic, and Jack Kerr is just an engine you just can't turn off.
His Energizer Bunny, and you see that ball he's trying to get Luther Archimed in behind, and that's what they'll probably have to get more of. Those runs from Luther in behind, putting that back line of New Mexico in difficult positions, not letting them build up.
This to me is a match where Emil Cuello can really take advantage. He's very good on the ball, can kind of create some space for himself. And the way that things have sort of been back and forth, maybe it's Emil Cuello to be the one who will shine here.
He does do really well in these tight areas. He's got great feet.
Archimed trying to hold up. Felipe was there. Cuello trying to play this to Archimed. Archimed turning to his left, going back, poked away, and it's New Mexico's back line again. Dan Casey slipping. Good move by Christian Nava, flying forward. Jack Gurr cutting him off. Dan Casey showing the foot skills today. Villader, Roro lofting this one up for Cuello. Cuello brings it back with his foot. Cuello stopped by Ford Parker on about the 8-yard line. Was onside, would have been likely the game-winning goal the way things have gone here tonight. And Mil Cuello almost comes up big. What another delivery coming from the midfield in Rodrigo Lopez.
Luis Felipe called there for a little elbow. But it's going back to that previous opportunity. Once again, it comes from Rodrigo Lopez. Cuello was onside. Great touch. I don't know if he's trying to just get that up over the head of Ford Parker, but he just didn't get enough on there. Comfortable enough once again for Ford Parker, but chances are coming here for Republic.
2 good looks in the last couple of minutes.
No, it seems if anyone's going to break through at this point, it's them, but you just never know. You never know. These conditions out there, it could be one slip and someone through. We saw Nava turning Dan Casey a few minutes ago.
Here we go, turnover, Roro. Archimed to his right. Cuello's going to find Archimed in stride. Archimed going to go back. Take a shot, young man. Jack Gurr telling him the same advice. You're our striker up top. They want you to score goals. And now New Mexico's Chris Wayans going to fly the other way and try to give his team a bit of possession here. Villader needs to get back on Bruce. Bruce into the corner, laying it off for Wien. Wien wide open. Wien to the middle it goes. LaGrassa able to heel this one away. Climbing up over the top. Archimed was hoping for a foul to come, didn't. But Sacramento able to keep possession here. And one more substitution to be made by New Mexico. It'll come at the next opportunity. Back to Austin Yearwood. How about the evening Yearwood has had to get back? Last year's United Mexico Player of the Year. Here's Daniel Bruce getting it back. I'm not quite sure.
Flag was up there, maybe for offside.
Nico Brett displeasure is shown. So Carl Sainty could come into this match. Vidiello, good service. Right back to New Mexico, flying forward. Nico Brett just trying to get some space. Dan Casey cutting him off, and Nico Brett wanted a foul. Good communication by Conor Donovan and Dan Casey there, but maybe lucky not to get a foul called either. Roro finding this at his feet, gonna flip it up top to Jack Gurr. Jack Gurr has a step, and Yearwood able to cut it off again. Archimed just a bit slow.
I think that wasn't Jack Gurr's intention to play at Archimed, but I think he was frustrated that Luther didn't see it was an opportunity to apply some pressure on the back line there. Forced him to kick it away.
Casey, step it up. A substitution. Jack Gurr is out. Ferdy Sosa in this match. This is also a match. We talked about Cuello and how it fits his style of play. Sosa, aggressive, physical. This could be a look good for the 31-year-old who could also come in and make a real big impact. So substitutions now filled up for Mark Briggs' side. LaGrassa, Sosa, Cuello substitute along with Archimed and Dami Villader. Conor Donovan playing this one, and it's just a bit short. Chris Wien will pick it up. Here's Wien. This is his specialty. Along that right channel, finding Bruce underneath his feet. Back is Desmond, back to the left foot, playing it up top. Here's a chance, denied by Matt LaGrassa. Sam Hamilton just outside the 18, gave it a good look, but LaGrassa was there in play.
Good block there by Matt LaGrassa. I was going to say Conor Donovan hasn't put a foot wrong all night. He just turns that one over, fortunately for him. LaGrassa's body gets in the way, puts it off the throw in for New Mexico.
And Alexis Swahey. He will replace Avuka. And Sainty. And for Sam Hamilton. So a bit more defensive minded for New Mexico here. Maybe thinking, hey, a point would not be a bad thing. But I'll tell you what, both teams probably have to feel like there's an opportunity coming here, Adam. Each have had an opportunity to capitalize on a mistake or been able to do something deep in the attack on a build-up, and the flag goes up.
Ball just hit the hand of Dami Villa there with Bruce on it. You're looking at with stoppage time probably another 10 minutes, so there's going to be opportunities left in this game for either side if they want them.
Coming in hot, the new home collection gear is here. Shop vintage pennants, socks, scarves, and all the latest threads. Head over to the team store, shoprepublic.com online. If you're out here at the game, you can always stop by one of the team stores. Set piece, Austin Yearwood.
Got to watch for Daniel Bruce at the top of the box here. It's just out of picture, but
Yearwood's going to send this ball in, headed high, sailing away, and it's a foot race. Ween will get there. Quayle to Mark Sainty, who just checked in. Big swing on it, deflected by Sosa. New Mexico, can they get this ball back? Roro able to control it. Look at Sosa, in as a substitute, playing forward. Sainty goes down. Sosa trying to get back to it and does. Back to Roro. Roro to his left foot. Roro! And just not able to get enough around it. And an easy pickup for Ford Parker. Love what Ferdy Sosa has done to bring himself into this game and give a good chance for Sacramento.
If that wasn't a substitute, and Sainty there go breaking through, and it's Roro's chance we're having a look at. He just gets that ball stuck under his feet a little bit. But that previous opportunity could have been a breakthrough for Ferdy Sosa, bringing that energy. And as I mentioned, if that was a guy who's already been on the field for 85 minutes, I think we would have seen him through on goal there.
Well, both coaches have moved the right chess pieces tonight. Both going a little bit of a different lineup than what we've seen. Formation a tad different, but neither able to get the results so far they've wanted. That's been goals scored. Quayle playing this to Archimed. Archimed 1v1. Archimed cutting right, taken down inside the box. And Archimed will be going to the spot for a penalty kick. Likely yellow here for Ford Parker as Archimed was flying toward goal. And a big chance here in the 86. What a run by Luther Archimed, and I think Mark Briggs wants to see a red card instead, and he may have a case. Look at that dangerous tackle by Ford Parker, who reaches out and grabs the legs of Luther Archimed.
It should be a red card. What a run by Archimed. He's touched it past Ford Parker. The only thing you can say is Kalen Ryden would have been chasing behind him, but he's ahead of him at that point, so.
Well, no goalkeeper on the bench. It would have been a serious change here. Although I think all 5 substitutions have been used by New Mexico anyway. I'm right. After looking at the replay, it definitely should be red as he reached out and grabbed the legs. You have an injury there, and it's a whole different situation. Meanwhile, the veteran Rodrigo Lopez, the right call here is Sacramento is looking to get 3 points. This would go a long way to doing just that. 4 for 4 on PKs this year. Lopez.
Just gets too much on that, Rodrigo Lopez. I think everyone in the stadium expects that to be in the back of the net, but even the great ones sometimes have those moments.
Heartbreaker there as Rodrigo Lopez is not one to miss, and Mark Briggs just can't believe it. But not done yet. Still plenty of time here. Republic have been the one to get the better chances of late here, but New Mexico has threatened at times. New Mexico lucky not to get a red card there. To the tackle on Luther Archimed, so they'll keep all 11, but a yellow card to Ford Parker. Ferdy Sosa still battling with Yearwood, spins him off. Being held, going to dribble all the way through the midfield here. Give a chance here to Archimed. Nearly another breakout. Cuello to it. Sosa to his right, going to go to the left, maybe to Villadair, and does. Gets past Bruce. Villadair holding. Villadair sliding forward. Good defensive play again by New Mexico. Is right and is able to get back in play. Sainty plays it forward. Wien turning on the Jets. Looking for a teammate. LaGrassa comes in from behind. Nava, here's a strike. It'll go into the stands. And a goal kick for Danny Vidiello. Chris Wien missed a PK against Phoenix. In an unlikely where you see one of the great players on your team. Well, right here, Sacramento sees the same with Rodrigo Lopez. And I don't know if there was a sense where he was concerned about slipping or he just put a little too much mustard on it. But a big miss from Rodrigo Lopez, and rare to see such an opportunity, but Republic may not be done yet. Cuello bouncing off, looking for a teammate. Cuello, a little bit of space here for Luis Felipe. Bruce able to get to it off the hand of Felipe, not called. And this should be a throw for Republic, and is, as Lee Desmond will get this back in quickly to LaGrassa. Sosa, a little bit of trickery, maybe too much. But you see New Mexico just trying to find that breakaway. And Dan Casey, who's come up time and again tonight, really big, has made good defensive plays, has come and seen get him to the attack even.
Yeah, a solid night for Dan Casey, and if they hold it out, and he's done his job defensively, keeping that clean sheet. And that's all you can ask for from that back line.
3 minutes of stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh Something Extra Rewards Programmer. Points every time you shop. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com. Wien, too much space. Wide goal. Here's an opportunity. Nearly sneaks it past. Vidiello takes a deflection. And it will be a goal kick for Sacramento. Chris Wien, one of the most dangerous players in the Western Conference, trying to win it here late for this visiting New Mexico side.
We spoke to Zach Prince and we told him almost every time we see Chris Wien, he's either creating a goal or scoring a goal against the Republic, and he almost snatches victory right at the death there.
LaGrassa. Sosa a bit too heavy. About 2 minutes left in this match. Sacramento putting the pressure on, but New Mexico have also had a couple of good looks here late. A tenth of a match can be on a Wednesday early in the season. You'd feel like this is late with playoffs in the line. Love the intensity though. You got to see it. Here's this ball's played through the way. Lee Desmond pokes it away, and the Irishman makes a big defensive play on Chris Wien. But a chance here for New Mexico.
Mark Briggs will be delighted at how those back three have played. Real strong performance by the three. They haven't given away many opportunities. But just once again, it's putting that ball in the back of the net.
I think New Mexico trying to eat the clock as much as they can. Maybe get one last play. Or
I think they'd be delighted coming away with the point. They'll get one last chance maybe to snatch 3 here, but for them, traveling all the way here, Sacramento, can they get one last chance here?
Justin Portillo, ball lifted. Back to Daniel Bruce. Just slips and falls. Here's Rodrigo Lopez. 2-on-1 break. Archibald's got to go. Lopez running down the field here. Lopez may take it himself. Roro's going to go for goal, tries to chip it in. And it is a goal kick for New Mexico as Roro lays on the ground in disbelief.
I mean, the distance covered by Rodrigo Lopez. We speak about a lot of these guys getting tired. I mean, this guy is on the field almost all the time. And you just see legs giving way right at the end there. He tries to get a good connection on his left foot.
And there is the final whistle. Sacramento, for the 2nd consecutive time at home, will walk away with a point and a draw. Plenty of good looks at the end. Each team with heart-stopping moments, but neither able to break through, and it is scoreless after 90+ minutes. It's 0-0 New Mexico, picking up their 3rd draw on the year. It's a 3rd draw for Sacramento as well. Our Western Health Advantage man of the match is Dan Casey. What a performance by number 5.
Strong at the back. Again, any of those back 3 probably could have got that man of the match, and clean sheet for them. They'll be happy at that, but another opportunity to take those 3 points is gone. But as Mark Briggs said, it is not easy. It's not easy. Teams are going to come here and they're going to give it their all.
And this is probably the best the Western Conference has looked from top all the way down, and it's just going to be a battle each and every night. Sacramento going to the East Coast on Sunday. We'll be back with your final highlights and stats.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
This is the look of a woman who fought cancer for years with no answers. A woman who bravely championed her own health and found a doctor who'd do the same. A woman whose ending was rewritten when she found remission. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
Welcome back. Final in Sacramento. Republic United in a scoreless draw. Adam, one of the most exciting scoreless draws I think I've seen in a long time. And Rodrigo Lopez, just, you can tell this one's going to hurt for the rest of his week. But early on, New Mexico, and, you know, Dave Orditaka just from distance skims the bar, nearly makes it 1-0 5 minutes in.
Oh, what a great effort by him, by Preston. That would have got the goal scoring early, and then in the 19th minute, once again, it's almost a mistake by Vitiello. He's just stretching for that, and fortunately for him, just not enough contact on that one.
And our
by
player,
Nico.
And our player of the match, Dan Casey, coming up with another big stop. So let's go to the second half, though. A lot of chances. We can show you a chance after chance after chance. This one, brilliant. Rodrigo Lopez flying forward, dumps it off. Jack Gurr. Gurr cuts it in, nearly an own goal. and not able to make it through New Mexico. Breathing a sigh of relief. 74 minutes in. Chance here again, peeling away, and LaGrassa with an absolute beauty.
Yeah, a great touch by Matt LaGrassa, sets himself up, and as I said, 1 foot, 2 feet either side of the goalie there, and there's no way he's stopping that, the way he's connected with it, but looked like that might have been the opportunity, and then this was the big one.
Ford Parker likely should have seen red here. Archimet flying down, takes his feet out. That has to be red. That is brutal. Either way, the penalty here. And Rodrigo Lopez in a rare miss that you may never see again. Not able to capitalize. And just an absolute stinger for Sacramento. Double digits on shots again. New Mexico with 13 tonight. So outshot for one of the, maybe the only time this season. And not able to pick up 3 points as this remains 0-0 at the end of 90+ minutes. Here's our Power Business Technology image of the match. And it's the start of the match. Gotta love that whole team effort. I mean, these guys, you can tell they stick together, they fight together. Unfortunately, the last 2 weeks, even though they got a point, I know they've won a lot more.
Yeah, it's not going to be a great feeling in that locker room once again, but they stay together.
Well, thanks for our entire crew here in Sacramento. For Abe Aponte, our producer, for Adam Moffitt, for the fun homestand. We'll be on the road in New York come Sunday. I'm Rob McAllister. Have a great Mother's Day if we don't see you, but hopefully we'll see you at 10 o'clock, New York Red Bulls, Sacramento. Don't go anywhere else except to your screen. We got you covered. See you then. Thanks, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.